Yo, I think we are live. We are live. This is Sofa Sensei'S Sunday Sit Down. What would a live be without a little mistake at the beginning? There we go. You're joined by me, Kavan. And Rochelle can't be with us today, but we are watching the live undercard of Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. Not gonna lie, I bought it with my own cash, cold hard cash. I'm a little bit disappointed in myself, but you know, it is what it. What happened? Okay, I thought the fight just ended there. It didn't. All is well. This is the akhi&saltfish digital network. Let's go. Okay, so as I said at the start there, I am watching Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury undercard. Right now we're watching Badou Jack challenge Makabu for his WBC World Cruiserweight Championship. This whole episode is going to be focused on the WBC and their antics, it seems. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, drop something in the chat. Let me write a little message. Can you hear me? So it is just to let you know that today we are going to be focusing on some fun things. We've switched up the way the episode looks. We've switched up a lot of things. You can see there's a little banner around me now. We're trying to, sort things out. This is all a work in progress, so please drop a comment in the comment section below and let us know what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear your opinions and get your views on things too. Right, so today we are going to cover the winner of Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. We're going to be watching that live and giving you our thoughts on that one there. We're also going to discuss the rest of the Fury family. There's a big narrative this evening that Tommy Fury is from a boxing family and therefore he has to win. Not only has to win, but will win in terms of sense. He will win because he's from a boxing family. But if we look at it like this, who else comes from the Fury family and has been a genuinely transcendent, successful boxer? I don't know. We'll discuss that more later. We're also going to touch on the fact that Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia is fully booked, confirmed, signed, sealed, delivered, 22nd of January. Let me get a little for that one there. Buzzing. That'll be a massive fight. Conor BENN, of course, released his statement alongside the WBC. Makabu's rocked on the ropes. 1 minute 30 to go. Jack is pushing him. But again, lest we forget. Jack is 40 years old, man. They're both like nearly 40, so yeah, madness. Anyway, we're also going to go over the fact that Saudi Arabia seems to be taking over boxing, which is a great thing if you're a boxer and you want to get paid. That's an amazing thing. So shout out Saudi Arabia for that one there. And PBC seem to be collapsing, which also might be a great thing if you're a boxer. So we're going to get stuck into all those topics on the Sofa Sensei Sunday Sit Down. Like I said, Rochelle can't be with us. He's got other things to do. Very important things. He's revising for an important moment in his life. So we wish him the best and we send him our best wishes. Shout out, Rochelle. Okay, so before we get into the main event, I want to cover those things that I mentioned earlier. Right, where are we? The Fury name. Okay, so we're obviously here to watch Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. And a big part of that is all about the Fury name, okay? So can Jake Paul, this YouTuber, this Disney star, this guy who's only turned his hand to boxing recently, really beat a proper boxer? And in a lot of ways, we're judging what it is to be a proper boxer based on a surname. Badou Jack's putting in work right now, but Makabu's not going lightly. They're both putting in work, to be honest with you. I think we're around, I don't know what round we're in right now. I'll have to see when it comes on the screen again. But anyway, Tommy Fury and Jake Paul are fighting. And people are saying that Tommy Fury should win because he's a boxer. He comes from a boxing family. But actually, who else, as a Fury, has really put in that work in this boxing world? John Fury, if we go to his record, John Fury on BoxRec, I'm pretty sure he was a journeyman. He definitely didn't do anything big in the game. That's why he named his son after Mike Tyson, because he didn't have it in the tank. You know what I mean? Within the boxing ring anyway, obviously John Fury's got his own record on the streets and he's never lost a fight and so on and so forth. But his professional record is 8 wins, 1 KO, 4 losses, 2 KO, 2 by KO, and 1 draw. So he weren't doing all that. If we look at who he lost to, I mean, he lost his first fight on points. Then went on a bit of a winning streak. Lost to people, if I look at names that I recognise, Harry Akinwande, he lost to him via KO. John Fury weren't that guy. And he lost his last fight as well. So I think it's fair to say that John Fury is not a man who carries the Fury name in the boxing world like that. Okay? So let's move on to Hughie Fury, Tyson Fury's cousin. See what his record is. Now, if you're following heavyweight boxing in Britain, you know Hughie Fury, he's a bit hit and miss. Sometimes he comes out with a good performance. You know, he did put up a good fight against Povetkin. I think did he beat Povetkin? I don't know. I can't remember. Let's see. Makabu is literally 2 minutes to go in the round. And he's getting beat up by Badu Jack right now. So this fight could end very soon. But yeah, Hughie Fury, he's 26-3. No losses by knockout, but only 15 knockouts himself. In terms of his age, he is 20. No, he's not. Oh, Badu Jack's sticking on him right now. All these guys are putting it in. I'll find Fury's age in a second, but Peter Fury, his dad, who's also his trainer, and Tyson Fury's former trainer, always leans on the fact that Hughie Fury is relatively young, and therefore he's got so much time to improve and so on and so forth. But at this stage, I don't know for Hughie Fury. He's had so many chances. He is only 28 years old, but he's had so many chances, and he's just not really pulled it out of the bag. So if we go back a few fights, he beat Sam Sexton, who's a former British heavyweight champion. And that fight, he knocked Sam Sexton down once in the 4th and once in the 5th, and that was for the British Heavyweight Championship. So, okay, he's proved he's British level. That's fine. Hughie Fury has proved that. He then lost to Kubrat Pulev. Okay, and bear in mind, Kubrat Pulev was recently beat by Anthony Joshua and has only been beat by Vladimir Klitschko and Derek Chisora right at the end of his career. So, you know, Kubrat Pulev is no joke, but if Hughie Fury is who they say he is, and much less if he is like Tyson Fury, he shouldn't be beating Hughie. Sorry, he should be beating Kubrat, is what I'm trying to say, sorry. He then lost to Povetkin after beating an over-the-hill Samuel Peter. Then he's had a few interesting, if not boring, performances against people like Pavel Sauer, don't know who that is, Marius Wack, who's a classic heavyweight journeyman, and he put in a good performance against Christine Hammer, but it is Christine Hammer. You know, you have to take that with a pinch of salt because, again, he's a bit of a journeyman at this point in his career. Hughie, for me, is an underachiever. Although we don't know what he's like in the gym, he might actually be an overachiever given all things. Maybe Tyson Fury is the anomaly here. So I say all that to say, if we're going to lean on the fact that Tommy is a Fury, there's not much hope in what other Furies are as well. Yeah? It's difficult to really put a lot on the line there on the Fury name, and that being a given for him beating him. That being said, who has Jake really fought? I mean, if we go into who Jake's really fought, we have to go into who Tommy's really fought. And I think the point with all of those is that neither man has fought anyone of major note. Okay, if we're talking about Jake, we can talk about Anderson Silva, but Anderson Silva is pushing 50 and isn't that guy in boxing. And he isn't even that guy in MMA for a long, long time. In terms of the whole Anderson Silva being a boxer, he obviously beat Julio Chavez Jr., but I don't know about that fight now looking back. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Anyway, what are your thoughts? Drop it in the comment section below. All our social channels are also around this video, so you can see, follow us on Instagram, SOFA SENSEI'S. Please make sure you do that. And then also down here, I think, you'll see Aki and Saltfish. So make sure you hop on there on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok, and follow us there too. Drop us a comment in the comment section below and let us know that you're tuned in. Who have you got for the fight this evening? Tommy Fury or Jake Paul? Let us know. Okay, moving on in the boxing world this week, we also had the announcement of Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia for the 22nd of April. That fight is confirmed. It took a long time to get that fight confirmed, but we are there now. It should be really, really good to check in and see that fight. Looking forward to it. We might do a live there as well. But you know what? Ryan Garcia, I think, is going to hit the canvas and stay there. Oh! Makabu is rocked. 2 minutes to go in the round. Referee steps in. We have a new WBC Cruiserweight World Champion, Badou Jack, at the age of 39. He gets it done. Mike Tyson's there laughing his ass off. I don't know what's so funny, but we got it done. Wow. Badou Jack gets it done. Congratulations to Badou Jack. What a man. World champion at age 39. He's had such a career, up and down career. I remember he fought George Groves on the undercard of Mayweather. No, he didn't fight George Groves then. Did he? Let me see, actually. He definitely fought on the undercard of Mayweather versus McGregor. And that was a spectacle. And now here he is winning world titles on a spectacle card as well. What a man. He got there. You know, listen. And do you remember, when we talk about Badou Jack as well, do you remember that cut he had on his head for that fight? Oh, my God. That was, I think that's the most brutal cut I've ever seen in boxing. If you tuned in right now, let me know. Who have you got? Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul. Who do you think's going to win that one? Me, I'm going for Tommy. I want Tommy to win as well. I've spoken to a lot of people, and they say they want Jake to win because they want to see the boxing world go in on itself, and they want to see Jake Paul be taken seriously. But for me, I would like this to be over sooner rather than later. So if Tommy Fury could win and put in a good performance, it shuts up all the boxing naysayers. The reason I bought this fight, actually, and the reason why we're doing the live stream is because my mum, she said to me, is there boxing on tonight? And we never talk about boxing. Not on purpose, but it just never comes up in conversation. Yet she asked me about this fight. It's obviously big. It's obviously transcending a lot of the news platforms, and she's checked in. So yeah, what are your thoughts? Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. Who wins? So yeah, I mean, back in 2015, when we saw, was it that fight? No, it was the one before that. It was Nathan Cleverly, wasn't it? Yeah, he beat Nathan Cleverly on that fight. Wow, that was a huge fight, actually. 26th of August 2017. Badou Jack fought Nathan Cleverly on the undercard of Mayweather McGregor, and that was a madness. So he did his thing right there. Wow. Badou Jack wins by knockout. Also worth noting tonight, we've got the WBC has introduced what is effectively open scoring at the end of round 4 and at the end of round 8. You can see the scorecards, so that'll be interesting to see how it changes the whole Tommy Fury Jake Paul fight. Obviously, as well with that fight. So who won? So Suj has just jumped in the comment section. Thanks for the comment, bro. Who won? Badou Jack stopped Makabu to win the WBC Cruiserweight World Championship. Was that what you was expecting, Suj? Because yeah, that was the result of the fight there. So that's where we're at. The main event isn't on yet, but it is on next. We're not on the ring walks yet, but I'll let you know when we're on the ring walk. So yeah, man, things are moving along. Badou Jack, he's 39 years old. This would be nice to see him retire now. I think as SOFA Senseis, we don't want to see anyone, go on too long in the sport of boxing. It's a dangerous sport. We can all see what Chisora sounds like right now, and he's still fighting. So, yeah. Oh, wow, he did it in the 12th round. What a stoppage. 3-division world champ as well, Badou Jack. Did his thing. Well done, man. Well done. Listen, you are tuned into SOFA Senseis on the akhi&saltfish digital network. You're joined by me, Kavan. And don't forget, you can follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on TikTok. All the information is in this video right now. If you're tuned in on any other podcast platform, Our Instagram is SOFA SENSEI'S, and on Twitter we are akhi&saltfish. On TikTok we are akhi&saltfish. And if you're feeling real generous, you can follow us on Twitter as well at akhi&saltfish. Don't forget, if you've got any questions for us, drop them in the comment section right here, right now. Or if you're listening after the fact and you've got questions later, please don't forget to email akhi&saltfish@gmail.com and we will answer your question live on the show. Right, so Derek Chisora is in the ring. I wonder what Derek Chisora's deal with all this Saudi fighting business is, because he's been everywhere this week and in the build-up and in the press conference, etc. It sounds like he's got some sort of promotional deal with the people to do something for Saudi boxing. You know, be an ambassador for it, be a face for it. It's very interesting. Why anyone would pick Chisora to be their mouthpiece, but I'm glad he's getting his money and he's not having to fight for it. That's a good thing. That's a positive thing for sure. Worth noting as well, Saudi Arabia seems to be putting a lot of money into boxing at the moment. They seem to be investing in trying to get the biggest fights over there. Now, there are arguments to suggest that this is an attempt at sports washing in a lot of ways. If you don't know what sports washing is, it's using sports to, in effect, gloss over any harsh truths or public perception challenges that exist in a space or place. And by inviting important people over to participate in sporting events, you can let other people forget about all the supposed challenges of an area. Now, if that is the case or isn't the case, I don't know. I'm not in a position to say. But it is worth noting that Saudi Arabia are certainly and objectively putting a lot of money into boxing right now, which is a great thing for people like us, SOFA SENSEI'S. Also a great thing for the fighters themselves, in that they are showing up and earning money, which is always great. Where does this lead, though? Because right now you've got a heavyweight gathering in a lot of ways. You've got Tyson Fury there right now, Mike Tyson, Deontay Wilder. I'm surprised AJ's not there, but I suppose he's training for that fight, isn't he? April 1st against whatever his name is. Not Forrest. What is his name? Jermaine Franklin. So yeah, AJ's busy and tied up. But obviously, we're still waiting on the announcement for the undisputed fight, Fury versus Usyk. We haven't had that announcement yet. I see John Fury talking some stuff about the fact that actually Usyk needs to know his value and so on and so forth. That isn't good language. For the fact that, you know, we haven't seen this fight yet, that isn't good language. We want to hear positiveness. We don't want to hear debates about splits at this stage in the game, because at the end of the day, Usyk has 3 belts. Fury has 1, 2, or 3, depending on what your argument is. So it should be a 50-50 bout if indeed either man believes they will win. If Fury really believes he will win, he shouldn't have any qualms in giving 50-50, because at the end of the day, that's a worthwhile compromise or sacrifice for becoming undisputed champion of the world. Maybe it's not. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comment section below. But I think it is. And same for Usyk. At the end of the day, I think it's fair to say that Usyk certainly has the lesser name value than Tyson Fury, but he's a skilled guy, and he's a guy we haven't seen Fury fight yet. We want to see him fight Fury, because if we don't, then what are we left with? Wilder, Fury 4? I don't want to see that before I see Undisputed, that's for sure. Wilder, for me, is an ever dangerous fighter, and a man who could easily reclaim the heavyweight championship from Tyson Fury at any moment because of the power he possesses within that right hand. So I don't want to see him get another shot before we see someone, be it Usyk or Fury, claim the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. So that's my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. Obviously, we are available on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you check in with us on there as well. Let me see if we've got any comments on the Instagram. By the way, last night, obviously, we saw Floyd Mayweather in an exhibition in the O2. That was a pretty dead venue until right before the main event, and then it got a little bit busier. But I think what we're hitting on there is the fact that Floyd Mayweather and the star and the attraction of Floyd Mayweather is waning. It's burning out. He had such a great run. But at this stage, I wouldn't pay to see Floyd Mayweather in an exhibition against someone like Aaron Chalmers. No offense to Aaron. I'm sure he's a nice guy and all that. But at the end of the day, he's not going to be competitive with Floyd, and that was shown. Floyd was doing up dance moves in the middle of the ring because he wasn't under threat. He was sitting on top rope because he wasn't under threat. He was doing all these things like a showman because he wasn't under threat. Who wants to pay Floyd Mayweather not be a threat? It's boring. It's dead. But also on the card, worth shouting out, Sammy Jo Luxton. If you don't know who that is, hit her up on Instagram. She's a Muay Thai fighter, MMA fighter, now boxer, and yeah, she's a great fighter. I'm sure she is. Is there a Discord to watch on? Pews Plays FN said, no, bro. Sorry, I don't know if there is a Discord. I got it on pay-per-view. I'm watching it right now. There's no fights on right now, so don't worry. We've got some analysts talking about the potential fight, so don't worry just yet. Badu Jack is good, but I highly rate Joshua Buatsi if he moves that. Do you know what? Who said that? Bobster Core. I hadn't considered Joshua Buatsi moving up to cruiser to fight in that division against someone like Badu Jack. But you know what? For me, Buatsi seems a little bit small. What do you think? For me, he seems a bit small for the division already. So I think if he makes that leap to cruiser, it's a bit like Chamberlain. Is that Isaac Chamberlain? He seems too big for light heavy, but too small for cruiser. So he's in a bit of a weird spot. I think Joshua Buatsi, I mean, did you see what his trainer said the other day? That he needs a few more fights before he can get in there with Bivol. And he's saying that actually he's not ready and he's got a few business dealings to deal with first. So a lot of the talk right now is the fact that Buatsi may be leaving Matchroom or 258 and he's working out a few of those dealings. But it will be interesting to see, again, a 39-year-old Badu Jack against some young lion like Joshua Buatsi, even if that entails him moving up. So yeah, thanks for that shout there. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so like I was saying, this fight with Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury, it gets the people talking. My mum mentioned it. I've got my little brother messaging me, telling me he's watching it. So if you're watching this, Andre, who you got winning? For me, I think Tommy Fury gets it done, and I think it's by stoppage. Do you know what? That's a lie. I think it's actually by points. I don't see Jake Paul getting stopped, if I'm honest. Right now, we're just watching highlights of Badu Jack beating Makabu. The main event is not on yet. Do not worry if you're not tuned in. The main event is not on yet. Right. So also worth talking about is the fact that PBC seems to be collapsing from the inside. If you saw the news this week, what's his name? Andy Ruiz, Mr. Snickers himself, he has left PBC. Now, this is in the midst of Andy Ruiz apparently being mandatory for the IBF title, or at least an eliminator with Filip Hrgović. But those purse bids have now stalled because Andy Ruiz has indicated that he does not want to be a part of it. And then since then, he has left PBC. So there's a lot of politics going on. Obviously, PBC is run by Al Heyman, if you didn't know. It'll be interesting to see how that all pans out. Al Heyman has had a good run at the top, but even now, Deontay Wilder, the sort of crown in the jewels of PBC, is now a free agent. So the former heavyweight champion of the world has left the outfit, and actually, he's a free agent along with Andy Ruiz. So something is going wrong there. Even Gervonta Davis, I don't believe, is with PBC anymore. So loads of things are moving for that organization. They have a TV deal with Fox at the moment, which I believe is running out soon. So their future is also up in the air. It raises a lot of questions for where PBC and its stable go moving forward. To be honest with you, they seem to be a blocker for a lot of the big fights that we've wanted recently. So in a lot of ways, sort of glad to see them go. It will be good to see someone else come along who is way more open to dealing with other promoters and sort of crossing those boundaries, because we need it in the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing is lifted by fights like Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury, and it shouldn't be the case. We should be satisfying our own selves with our own fighters at a high level before turning to shows like this to sort of lift the mood a little bit. If you're tuning in, what are your thoughts? Get in touch with us. This is, of course, SOFA Sense'S on the akhi&saltfish digital network. You are joined by me, Kavan. This is the SOFA Sensei'S Sunday Sit Down number 6, except this one is live. Follow us on Instagram at SOFA SENSEI'S and at akhi&saltfish. We are also on Twitter at akhi&saltfish, TikTok, akhi&saltfish, all those good things. You can see it on the frame around me. All of our social media is available, but make sure you're tuning in because right now we are watching Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury, LIVE, live on the akhi&saltfish Digital Network. This is a watch along, by the way, just in case you are tuned in to see the actual fight. I can't do that. I can't get kicked off YouTube, please. Am I streaming it? No, sorry, bro. Jetsy says, are you streaming it? I'm not streaming it, but I will be giving my commentary when the fight is live. It isn't on yet. I'm not even doing ring walks yet, so don't worry. Probably got another 10, 15 minutes before the fight actually starts. I'm annoyed, man. I heard it was 9:30 ring walk time, and we're already 35 minutes past that, so no, we'll see. So what is the news going on in boxing right now? Over the last week, obviously, we saw Conor Benn. Conor Benn has been, how do we say it, vindicated by the WBC because the WBC have now said that he is innocent. He didn't intentionally ingest clomidopine, and he is free to go back on their rankings and participate within any WBC sanctioned bouts. Now, that is key because the WBC are not they're just a sanctioning body. They sanction bouts. They're not a governing body. They don't govern anything. They don't sort of allow fighters to fight. All it is that people fight for WBC titles, yeah, or WBC rankings. That's it. In order to do that, you still need to be a sanctioned, licensed fighter. So Conor Benn, as of right now, is not a licensed fighter because he doesn't hold a British Boxing Board of Control license. He relinquished it, or I think the actual legal phrase was he chose not to renew it when it was up for renewal. And with that, obviously that means, therefore, that he doesn't have a license. And what's interesting in terms of a little bit of detail is that when you're not a licensed fighter with the WBC, with the British Boxing Board of Control, they don't have any jurisdiction to do any investigations into you because you're not one of their fighters. So anyway, the WBC released a statement to suggest that, Conor Benn is free to fight. So let's find that statement. WBC, Conor Benn. So they said that, this is a massive statement, by the way. I'll read the last bits. WBC found that there was no conclusive evidence that Mr. Benn engaged in intentional or knowing ingestion of clomiphene. There were no failures in the procedures related to sample collection, sample analysis, or violations of Mr. Benn's B sample rights that would justify questioning or invalidating the adverse finding. And 3, Mr. Benn's documented and highly elevated consumption of eggs during these times relevant to the sample collection raised a reasonable explanation for the adverse finding. That is all that is worth noting, really. The fact that they're saying, 1, Conor Benn didn't intentionally take this substance. 2, there was no failings in the testing, in the analysis, or in the actual science behind Conor Benn failing the test. And 3, it seems plausible that Conor Benn failed this test because of a elevated level or elevated congestion of eggs during the time period surrounding the failed test. So for me, not gonna lie, sounds a bit like bullshit. I'm not saying it is bullshit, obviously, for legal reasons. That is the statement. That is what the statement says. If you ask for my opinion on that, it sounds a little bit fishy because initially the statement goes on to suggest that Conor Benn seemed to suggest that the failing of the test was a sort of admin error or laboratory error in the lab. Yeah, it was human error, their fault. He didn't actually fail anything. They mismeasured it. Yeah. Secondly, they said that is not the case because obviously they're protecting the integrity of their whole outfit, right? Next, he said, okay, it's not that, but I had all these eggs. And if you don't believe me, all these other athletes in the world also failed for the same substance because of the same food. And I did it too. it seems fishy because you're saying that after the fact. So, in terms of us as the public believing him, if you did that at the first and you said, oh, so really sorry I failed that test, it must be because of eggs. It must be because of all the eggs I've been eating. Yeah? Cool. Makes sense. But you say, oh, your test is wrong. Test isn't wrong. Okay, other athletes have failed and this is why. So that's the same reason I failed. But you might say, okay, so after he realized the test wasn't wrong, he did his own analysis and in-depth research of his diet, and then he realized it was the eggs. That seems plausible. Yeah, it does. Except the reason it doesn't seem plausible is because in the UK, you can't put clomiphene in your chickens to increase their production of eggs. You can't do that. That's illegal as a British farmer. So either the farmers are acting illegally, which I wouldn't say that sounds plausible because it's a highly regulated industry, or Conor BENN is importing eggs from a region whereby they can put clomiphene in their eggs. If that is the case, why? That's a fair comment, isn't it? Why are you doing that? So, a couple questions there. Is that legit? I don't know. But what someone did do is find a interview BENN did with GQ magazine. I believe it was GQ. Yep, GQ magazine in October 2022. So not that long ago. This would have been after the first failed drug test and actually after the second failed drug test too. And he said about his diet, I don't really eat meat except a little steak at the weekends, which is all I can stomach. But only when it's cremated. It's not a moral thing. I used to love my meat, but I went vegetarian and found it really beneficial. And now I can't stomach chicken or lamb or pork or anything like that. A typical day of food for me is a protein option like sea bream, salmon or prawns, with some carbs like egg noodles, rice, sweet or baked potato, and then obviously veg, broccoli, stems, vegetable stir fry, then some 0% yogurt with granola, sometimes an omelette. So the man apparently said, and this is where the one detail that I can't get my hand on, is it's either 34 eggs a day, which is fucking insane, or 34 eggs a week, which isn't that bad. I already eat 4 eggs a day, which is 28 eggs a week. All you got to do is add one more egg to me a day, and that's 35 eggs a week, which is more than apparently Conor BENN was ingesting, which would therefore make me potentially ingest clomiphene at a high level. I'm not being funny. I've been hitting the gym. I ain't been hitting the gym like Conor BENN. I'm still tired. I'm not crushing it in the gym. I haven't got clomiphene in my eggs. So, Conor BENN, where are you getting your eggs from? Where are you getting your eggs from? That's what we want to know. So, with that alone, you let us know in the comments, do you believe Conor BENN? It seems fishy. He even said himself he's not happy with the whole statement that the WBC released. So, let's see what he has to say to sort of correct that narrative, because right now, it's not looking good, bruv. Also worth noting as well, the British Boxing Board of Control have come out to say, basically, we've not seen any of the documentation that Conor BENN has submitted to the WBC. We'd love to see it. We need to see it. We want to make sure we carry out our own investigation, because the WBC and the Clean Boxing Program only relates to one of the failed 2 tests. The other failed test relates to a British Boxing Board of Control, I guess, sanctioned test by UKAD, and that is still up for not debate, but still up for investigation, and Conor BENN hasn't supported that investigation, so please do, is effectively what their statement said. So very interesting how things are going over there in the Conor BENN camp. For me, it still isn't cleared up. But as a minor detail, Conor BENN did post a video, an image on Instagram where he put his middle finger up to the camera, and SOFA Sensei'S reposted that on our story with a few laughing faces, and I can confirm Conor BENN saw it. He didn't comment, but he did see it, and we posted a few things about Conor BENN mocking the situation, so I wonder what his thoughts are. At the end of the day, it's just content, bro, but also, it's not looking good, and that's your thing. You need to sort that out. You need to take ownership of that and fix up. We are going to release an episode over the next few weeks around other excuses related to failing drug tests and narratives behind them, because no boxer really has ever come out and said, Yeah, you know what? You got me. You caught me red-handed. I've been taking drugs, bro. Everyone's got some stories. Some dick pill, some boar meat, some fucking Mexican beef, all sorts of nonsense. So we're going to go over a few examples there and see it. Just so you're aware and you're tuned in right now, Tommy Fury is making his ring walk. What's his song? What is Tommy Fury's song? Let's turn this up. I don't know what the song is. This is SOFA SENSEI'S. You're joined by me, Kavan. This is the akhi&saltfish Digital Network. Let's go. Please follow us on Instagram at SOFA SENSEI'S. And if you're watching this, please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It really helps us out, helps us grow, helps us attack the algorithm, all those perfect things. Tommy Fury is making his ring walk right now. The fight is about to happen. I've got that big fight feeling. Just so you're aware, we've got a new episode out tomorrow where we get to know last week's guest, Dom Felix, professional boxer. He sparred Tommy Fury. He sparred James DeGale. He sparred George Groves. And he's got an opinion on all of them. So make sure you tune in to our episode that we released on Monday with him. And we've got another one coming out tomorrow, part 2 of our conversation, where we get to know him. This is SOFA SENSEI'S akhi&saltfish Digital Network. Tommy Fury is making the walk right now with Bambi across his chest, the name of his daughter. This is a moment. Let's go. What? Is Tommy Fury rapping his own? Nah. I think Tommy Fury is rapping his own ring walk song, you know? I don't know what that was. I don't know. Tommy Fury was saying something during his ring walk song. Like, you're never going to box again. He hasn't got the voice to be entertaining like that. I don't know. Right, so he's making a walk now. The crowd seem a bit subdued, not going to lie. Mike Tyson looking hilarious right now with some Jake Paul, Tommy Fury hat on. Right, we are live right now on YouTube, streaming a live watch along of Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul. Make sure you tune in. This is do you know what? This is a big fight in a lot of ways. Someone's career ends tonight. Do you know what? That's a lie. I think Tommy Fury's, if he loses, one person's career could end tonight. Jake Paul, don't forget, he is signed to PFL as well, so he could easily transition over into MMA. Okay, cool. I got banged over in boxing. I'll take a few MMA fights that I'm guaranteed to win. Take another boxing fight that I'm guaranteed to win. And then I'll take a risky MMA fight and a risky boxing fight. And across all those, 5 fights I mentioned, he'll make upwards 50 million. So he's good. And if we're talking numbers today, I'm hearing Tommy Fury's earning 7 mil. And Jake Paul's earning 25 mil. So that's a big pot for both guys. And you know what? I bought the pay-per-view. I know someone else that bought the pay-per-view. And I know many people have bought this pay-per-view. So it's on a bit late, man. I'm not going to lie, I got work tomorrow, but well, is what it is. Tommy looks cool. He looks calm. Listen, worst case scenario, if he gets banged, John Fury's going to jump in the ring anyway. Pop, pop, bang. Give me them belts back where from you stole them, you bomb. Bambi is on his shorts and Bambi is on his robe. His daughter with Molly May. Fiat 500 Twitter. Tuned in, locked in. So yeah, let us know in the comments who you got for this one. It's nearing reality now. I'll be honest, I did not think Tommy Fury was going to make it into the ring. I thought there was going to be another reason to pull out. Don't forget, he pulled out from the first one because of an injury, I think, and he pulled out from the second one because he couldn't get into America, which led us to see in the first time it was Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley 2, and then we saw, what was the other one? we saw him versus, I can't remember the other guy now. I think they moved on to the Anderson Silva fight, didn't they? Jake Paul is the guy we're waiting for right now. Then we can get it cracking. You know what? Like I say, this is a big fight because they've got Michael Buffer making the introductions as well. So big things are going on. Jake Paul is not coming out the dressing room right now. He's nervous. He's shitting himself. It's an outdoor arena as well, so maybe they're trying to make Tommy Fury cold. Don't forget, he's warmed up. He's walked to the ring. He's got adrenaline. And now they're making him wait. Which is always... Wait, this is too late for me. I'm in bed by this time, man. Let's go, Jake. Jake's wearing some... They're struggling to put something on him. Yeah, the commentators are saying they're moving like it's a world championship. Yo, as soon as this fight is over, I'm turning this stream off. Bedtime. Yeah, Tommy Fury is waiting. Do you know what? I really don't. I have no basis on my prediction. I'm just taking a punt, and I want Tommy to win. And do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Every time I want someone to win, they lose. But what's on my side today is that David Haye and Chael Sonnen, not Chael Sonnen. Who else? David Haye and someone else who always predicts the wrong thing has predicted Jake Paul to win. Oh, Drake, that's it. Drake put 400k on Jake Paul to win. So those two omens are working in my favour, even though I want Tommy Fury to win and people who I want to win usually lose. So, you know, it's very interesting to see Wagwan today. Still waiting on Jake Paul to come out. Oh, man. Yeah, Jake Paul is walking out now. He's getting booed. I didn't know that. He's getting booed. Who you got winning this? Those who are watching this right now, who have you got winning this? Let us know. Who have you got winning this? Let me pop it in the comments. Who have you got winning this? Right, what's Jake Paul coming out to? Let's see. So he's got Team Paul on his back, and there's 2 zeros, which isn't the best suggestion. Like I said, he's getting booed into the arena right now. Devin Haney is there. Jake Paul's left us waiting for minutes now. Like, I'm talking a good 5 minutes. Right, let's see. Jake Paul's shaking his head. Is this his tune? No, I don't know what tune this is, but I don't think it's Jake's. All right, so Jake Paul's making his walk. He looks nervous. Oh, he's there with his brother, Logan. But you wouldn't be listening. I'm nervous. All right, bedtime for me, man. For real, can't lie. Mike Tyson's there looking like someone's granddad, but it will still fuck you up. And you know what? In a lot of ways, I remember people saying they want to see Mike versus Jake Paul. You don't want to see that. In any event, you know, whoever wins that, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see old Mike Tyson get beat up. But also, we don't want to see a Jake Paul get destroyed by a violent Mike Tyson. Oh! Little face-off in the ring. Maybe they're practicing their script that allegedly came out yesterday. I don't buy any of that shit, by the way. Maybe I'm naive for saying that. But I don't buy the whole scripted business. It's a fight, innit? Particularly the levels of detail of that script. People need to get a life because, if you made that fake script, and maybe, you know what, it got a lot of people talking, and maybe that's worth the buzz, yeah? But I don't know. I hate that. That's the one thing I don't like about boxing is the notion around all the skepticism, all the suggestions that it is just corrupt from the core. And maybe in a lot of ways it is, but I think the fights themselves, 9 times out of 10, are legit fights. So the biggest reach, what? So Tommy Fury's got really long arms, but apparently Jake Paul's got longer arms at 76-inch reach. It's Jake Paul's promotion. Tommy Fury's only 23 years old, which is mad because he looks about 33. Michael Buffer is making the announcements now. Please, no, no national anthems, I said, but why do they do this? This is one of the things I hate about boxing as well. National anthems. No one cares about national anthems, man. Get rid of that. God save our king. Yo, so who have you got winning? This is your final chance to say. Let us know who have you got. Let me pop a little thing on Twitter. I'm going to tweet right now from the akhi&saltfish Digital Network Twitter at akhi&saltfish. Who have you got in this? Question mark. Jake Paul. Tommy Fury. That US national anthem's long as well, isn't it? Let's see. Paul Fury. And let's put the link as well to the live. Share that. Copy that link. Right, who have you got? Let me know right now in the comment sections. Who have you got? Personally, Tommy Fury wins it for me. Right. Whoa. Those big fight feels are coming in. Let us know who have you got in the comment section. Let me know. This is a big fight, you know. This is taken over my whole social media over the last week. And don't forget, like I said, Saudi Arabia are taking over boxing and they're funding this. And, you know, some of the things in the pipeline, maybe Usyk Fury, maybe Ngannou Wilder, maybe Ngannou versus any of the current heavyweight behemoths. So, you know, Saudi are really trying to put that money in. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it all pans out. At the end of the day, I'm sure Saudis, in a lot of ways, are trying to boost the reputation of their country. But additionally, they're not going to do something if it ain't making money. And this fight's making money. So, I've got this script right here in my hand for this fight. All right, let's go now, man. Michael Buffer. Apparently, round 1, the fighters start off cautiously, circling each other and throwing jabs. Jake Paul lands a solid left hook, but Tommy Fury responds with a quick right hand. That's round 1, according to the script, apparently. If you see me shivering, I'm cold, man. I'm freezing. I can't get up and turn the heating up. Also worth noting, they have open scoring for this fight. So after 4 rounds, you're going to see the scores, or I don't know if we'll see, but the fighters will certainly see the scores. Tommy Fury staying warm. Oh, he better look good, man. He better look good. He better look good. Had 62 votes already. Wow, this fight is massive. 62 votes on my Twitter poll already. And 79% say Tommy Fury is going to win. Hector Afu is the referee. Let's see how he gets on. Someone on Twitter said, why is Jake walking like he shot himself? Let's go. Let's keep it moving. Let's get ready to rumble. Big fight. All right, fight's about to begin. This is what we're doing it for, man. Been here 50 minutes already. Tommy Fury feels nervous. Tyson Fury's there in his corner wearing some Versace shirt. Boy! WBC heavyweight champion of the world is your brother. You can't lose this. You can't lose this. Although if you go back in the live, you'll see how I suggested that you still can lose this. Who else in the Fury family has done bits in boxing other than Tyson Fury? Maybe you could argue Hughie Fury, but really his career has been lackluster anyway. In comparison, I should say. The nerves are hitting. Why is Jake Paul so unpopular? I don't understand it in Saudi Arabia. I don't understand. He is the favourite tonight, though. And he has BJ Flores in his corner. Jake Paul has 21 million followers, or 21.5 million followers on Instagram. Make sure you follow him at SOFA SENSEI'S on Instagram too. Make sure we get that to that Jake Paul level, please. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Right, the fight's about to begin. 10 seconds. Right. Who have you got? Moments away now. Touch gloves. Woo! Woo! It has captured the imagination. Jake Paul's wearing black and white gloves, or I should say, one black and one white glove. That's quite cool. Oh, I'm nervous. Tommy Fury goes in with a right hand. They're already clinched up. This could be a sign of things to come throughout the whole fight. Straight in there with a clinch. Tommy looks nervous, not going to lie. Oh, you would be though, innit? Your dad and brother said you're going to lose your last name if you lose a fight. Jake's got to make it messy though. He's got to make it messy. He's not. He can't win in a. Ooh, love. They're dirty already. They're dirty already on the inside. Jake seems to have got an elbow in. Time out already. 50 seconds in. Time out. Don't get scrappy is what he's saying. Some good jabs from Tommy Fury there, to be fair. Yeah, Tommy's hands are low. Both lads are nervous. You can see it, man. Listen, I'm sure there's a few viewers out there, myself included, who are nervous. So could you imagine being there in front of a crowd like this? No, Tommy, Tommy's getting told off by the ref for holding his arms down when Jake comes in. Nip it at the bud, though. Thing is, when you're so tense, like Tommy Fury is right now, and you're so muscly, you can gas out. And it's an 8-rounder. Lovely overhand there from Jake. Didn't look like it fully landed, though. 2 minutes down in the first round. Jake's landed an overhand. Tommy's a bit red on his face, but nothing crazy, nothing major. Tommy Fury's landed some lovely jabs. Let us know in the comments, what are your thoughts? What do you want to know? What can I tell you? Tommy Fury is active. He's moving around. How long can he keep doing this? His left hand is really low. That might cause problems for him later on in the fight. Jake Paul looks like the unnatural boxer out of the two, which of course he is. .20 seconds left to go in the first round. Tommy already slowing down a fraction. Tommy makes a lot of mistakes, you know. In terms of this whole, he's a boxer, he's a Fury. He ain't Tyson, obviously. Lovely jab from Tommy there. Lovely left and right from Tommy there on Jake. When Jake gets hit, he looks flustered straight away. Nice first round. Listen, you get the angst out the way. Nice. Oh shit. Filter by Molly May is on the back of Tommy Fury's team's jacket. That's quite cool. That is quite cool. Someone just messaged me saying, who won boxing? Just started. So that is the end of round 1. Fury landed some nice shots. But really nothing crazy. Tommy just needs to relax. Take a few deep breaths. Excuse me. First round, Fury. Second round started 5 seconds in. Some lovely jabs from Fury there at the start. Jake jabbing air. He's trying to cause some misdirection. Right. Let's see. Jake looks like he wants to get it going. Lovely jab from Tommy there. I get the sense that when Jake throws, he's not throwing with any strategy. He's just throwing. Some nice jabs from Tommy. Tommy looks like he's loosening up. I still don't like the idea of that low left hand, though. But, I don't want to say but, because the fight ain't over. I don't like it. And he's circling towards his right hand, which isn't great. He's circling the wrong way. Again, some nice jabs from Tommy. Jake seems to be going for some body shots. Got caught with a left hand there, Tommy did. Tommy got caught with a left hand. Jake Paul is on his front foot, trying to stick it on Tommy. Keeps getting caught by jabs. No right hands, though. Tommy's relying on his reflexes, but his reflexes aren't there. Both guys unbeaten, but again, you know, as the commentators are saying, and as I said earlier, this is both of their biggest fights. Neither of them have fought anyone of note other than Anderson Silva, who was over the hill and then some. I don't like these low hands of Tommy, man. And maybe that's the story of the fight. Maybe this is how it all ends. You know what I mean? Landed a few nice headshots. Nothing too powerful, it seems, though. Tommy has. Tommy goes in there with his head just there to be hit. Do you know what I mean? It's like he wants to get chinned. Wow. Maybe that's in the script, eh? Remember, they've got some all or nothing bet, apparently. I don't believe that either, but... Right, second round. Got 15 seconds left. Jake is winging shots. Jake looks like the bigger man in there, to be honest with you. Okay, second round is over. Second round is over. Okay. 4 people in the corner of Jake Paul. Ooh, it's cold in here now, man. Damn, I should have turned the heating on. Let me know if you got any questions. Just checking out Twitter, seeing what the mood is. Better work from Fury, people are saying. I don't know. He got hit a bit too much for me. Fury got hit a little too much for me in that round there. Okay, round 3 has just started. Oh, Jake is a messy boxer, isn't he? Fury is definitely the better boxer, but it's not a major gap. Jake definitely has power. Jake is the bigger man in there. You can see it. You can see it. The size of him. Tommy Fury seems to skip leg day a lot of the time. I don't know. You can sort of see. Got caught with a jab there. Tommy did. Because his guard is wide open. His hands are right down. And Jake landed a lovely jab that rocked his head back. Snapped his head right back. And again. And again. That's 3 successive jabs landed on Tommy Fury's chin. And Tommy is slowing down a little bit. Stiffening up. And he looks tired. Okay. Nice pull counter there. Jake is winging his overhands in. This fight's going to get messy. You can see it because both guys are just... Tommy Fury's mouth is open already. He's blowing. I feel like Tommy Fury's going to get knocked out, you know. The way his hands are low and he just goes in head first. Nice hard jab there. Yeah, Jake is winging in these shots. But again, if they land, they land. They haven't landed. Oof. He did land something there. He did definitely land something on Tommy Fury there. Whenever these guys get relatively close, Jake clinches up right away. He does not want to be fighting on the inside with Tommy. 45 seconds to go in round 3. Lovely overhand right there, landing on the top of Tommy Fury's head. What's meant to happen in round 3 as called into the script, right? Round 3, Jake Paul rallies, throwing jabs and hooks to catch Fury off guard. Fury starts to backpedal, trying to avoid Paul's punches. This fucking script is bullshit. Lovely jab from Jake Paul there, though. Lovely uppercut from Tommy on the inside. Okay. Dead. All right, Logan Paul's on the mic. Let's see what he has to say. Shout out Radio Raheem leading this one, the broadcast. Logan Paul said, come back victorious or come back on your shield. Okay. Tommy, you're a bitch, bro, and you're gassing out, says Logan Paul. This fight ain't over, boy, he says. Okay. Right. The traditional boxing commentators are not happy with that. (2-1) Tommy Fury. The commentators are saying round 4, halfway through now. Oh, Jake is swinging this right hand, you know. Tommy's throwing hard shots, but Jake isn't rocked. Hasn't been rocked. Damn. Woo. Again, these two guys are clinching up now. You can't tell by their body language if they're friends or if they're really. Jake is cocking up this right hand. You can see his MO is flick out the jab a little bit and wing in this right hand. It looks like Jake's sweating his ass off, but he's not. He wet his hair before he got in anyway. Lovely little right hand there from Tommy. And again, thing is, Tommy's very tight in terms of his body. So when he's throwing these hard shots, it's going to take it out of you. You're going to gas. Oh, this bit here, silly. We don't want to see this hugging business. It's not nice. It's not neat. For me, so far, halfway through, it's a Fury round. He loves to get cocky and do all this head movement business, but you ain't Tyson, G. Lovely short right hand there from Tommy Fury on the chin of Jake Paul. Who have you got? If you're in here watching right now, let us know who you got. Who do you want to win? Double jab from Tommy Fury there. Tommy looks tired though. Tommy looks tired. And with his hands low, you never know where he can get caught. That's the problem. That is the problem right now. Oh! Tommy Fury's rocked in round 4. 40 seconds to go. Oh! That's definitely the best shot, maybe of the fight. All right. Distance is created now. Fury's got his back to the ropes. This is what I'm saying. I think it's the power difference. Jake is stalking him. 15 seconds to go in the round. All right. They're clinching up again. So if you've seen any of the fight, these guys clinch whenever they get close. Less than 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds clap has just gone. Oh! Back of the head shot from Tommy there. Right in the back of Jake's head. Yeah, very, very untidy. Right in the back of his head. Damn. Yo, let us know who you want to win this fight. Who do you want to win this one? There's big things about what can happen next for the winner and the loser. Next for the winner, I see KSI calling them out. I think there's some interesting propositions for either man if they win. KSI, I think KSI loses. Excuse me. Okay, and then after that, the loser, where does the loser go? If Tommy Fury loses, where does he go? If Tommy Fury loses, I don't know. I think that's it, and that's okay. He's made a lot of money tonight, so who cares? If Jake Paul loses tonight, he goes to MMA. Simple as that. Jake comes out with some weird bouncy thing. Lovely jab from Jake. You can see he's throwing a lot of effort into these shots. Very rudimentary. Tommy's trying to look too slick. And sometimes when you try and look too slick, you let your fundamentals fall down. Referee's getting involved now. Warning. Oof. Battle of the jabs right now. And again, when the guys get in close, they hold. There is no inside fighting in this fight. It's outside bangs, inside grabs, basically, is the message behind this fight. Lovely shot from Jake Paul there. Oh, lovely jab as well. Rocking back Tommy Fury's chin. Oh. Rabbit punches from Tommy there. Timeout. 1 point. 1 point from Jake Paul. 1 point taken off from Jake Paul in round 5, who I think was already behind. The corners know where they're at. The corners know where they're at. So I think Jake Paul's already down. He comes out of the round real fast. Halfway down. Lovely left hook there on Tommy's chin from Jake there. Leg looked a bit wobbled there. Jake Paul is trying to knock his head off, and he might do it. 1 minute to go in the round 5. I can see Jake Paul doing it, you know. Oh, I think Tommy's legs are going, you know. I think Tommy's... Damn. I think Tommy's legs are going to go. 30 seconds to go in the round, or 35 seconds. Tommy's making sure as soon as they clinch up now, he's not touching him, because Tommy definitely got away with a point deduction there. Oh! Tommy's going to get overwhelmed. He's going to get overwhelmed and he's going to get stopped. 15 seconds to go in the round now. Lovely 1-2 from Tommy there. You know what? In a lot of ways, credit to Jake, because he's in there. He's having a real fight against a real boxer. And he's holding his own, relatively. I don't know what Tommy's game is. It's like he just at the end of round 5 there, literally right at the end, he just fainted, but it was such obvious feint. It weren't going to do anything. Lovely left hook there from Jake. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. There's nothing to say, really, is there? This fight ain't what you want it to be. There ain't a shutout in any event. Tyson looks a bit pissed off. Tyson seems gassed that he's Tyson, basically, rather than that his brother's in there having a fight. Let's see what Twitter's saying. Let's see what Twitter's saying. Tommy Fury is fucking awful and being paid 3.5 large ones. It's a hugging match. Jake needs a KO. Those are the messages on Twitter right now. People are saying Jake Paul has to go for it. And Jake's come out with urgency. Tommy's stiff. Ooh, lovely shot there. Lovely jab from Tommy there. I just don't like... People are saying... I don't like Tommy's style. He's tight, he's stiff. And he's not defensively minded. Lovely uppercut there. Lovely right hand uppercut there. Jake looks massive in there against Tommy, you know. Tommy Fury's nose is bleeding. Turn the TV down a bit. Both guys are clearly tired. Like I said, Tommy Fury is very tight. So he's bound to get tired at some point. He might be there. And the problem is with his style as well, when you get tired, your reflexes go. They're having a shootout now, and now they're having a hugging match. You're tuned in to SOFA SENSEI'S on the akhi&saltfish digital network. You're joined by me, BENN. Please follow us on Instagram at SOFA SENSEI'S. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this. Really helps us grow. Jake throws 2-3 jabs. Neither of them really land. And again, when you think about Tommy Fury having Bambi on his shorts, you know why he's doing this, right? He's doing this so he can pay for his daughter. But he's not setting himself up as a fantastic boxer. He's having an argument with the referee right now. 45 seconds. Again, Tommy Fury lands a jab. Oh! A jab in the right hand. He's trying to be too cute. And he hasn't got that cute style. 1 point off for Tommy Fury. They're now even. In terms of the point scoring anyway. Jake Paul's sticking it on Tommy. And they're hugging again. The referee is fully beefing him. Do you want this? It's very scrappy, yeah, the whole fight is. Look, make no mistake. Jake Paul's winning this on the cards if it goes to points. It's his promotion. It might be a draw. A draw would be a great shot, wouldn't it? Second one. Right, we're going into round 7 now, I believe. What's Twitter saying? Any fight extremes, referee is terrible, referee is trash, draw written all over it, another deduction, League 2 of boxing refs, fucking clueless. Where did they find this ref? 2-year build-up for this fight, that's true. 2-year build-up, that's why it's so friggin' big. And this is what we're getting. Has Fury got a swollen shut eye yet? See, that nonsense, you believe that shit? It's a draw right now, according to Sean Porter. Bear in mind, this show is promoted by Jake Paul. So, you know, a result that is favourable to him makes a lot of sense. Richie Woodall has Tommy Fury just ahead. Carl Froch has got it 58-54, Tommy Fury. Yeah, but again, the boxers are going to have it in favour of the boxer. Do you know what I'm saying? And Jake Paul's just winging this 1-2, 1-2. Lovely inside shot from Tommy there, but I don't know if the judges would have seen that. I think overall, you know, 7 rounds in, this fight's been a bit disappointing. Tommy is trying. But Jake has obviously got a chin, you know, credit to him, he's obviously got a chin. He hasn't been rocked once. I think both of them, is clear, need to work on their inside game. I wonder how those shots behind the head actually feel, because they look like they hurt, man. You know when you get hit behind the head? Looks like, makes your brain shake. I think if Tommy lost a little bit of muscle and changed his style, pretty much. He's landing a few, 2 or 3 nice right hands there. Jake is definitely hurt. Jake is tired. He's feeling the pace. Jake hasn't landed in the last minute. He's not really thrown either. He's throwing some lazy right hands. A minute to go in the 7th round and one more round to go. Tommy's a little bit delayed. Tommy boxing nicely. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. Oof. Tommy looks nice and warm now. And Jake loves to just close the distance, get in there and hug him. Jake isn't interested in boxing him. And obviously, there's a disadvantage there, obviously. But that's the game. 10 seconds. I don't like Tommy's style of leaning over his front foot with his chin and hands down. It's annoying to watch. Lovely. Logan Paul looking a little bit less confident, and Tommy Fury has a cut eye in the end of round 7. So he's got his cut man working on that. His eye isn't swollen shut as per the script. So that script was wrong. You're tuned in to SOFA Senseis here live on the akhi&saltfish digital network. You are joined by me, Kavan, and we are watching Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul live. This is a live watch-along SOFA Sensei Sunday sit-down. Damn, if you've been joining me, all 387 of you, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. I appreciate everyone who made a comment. Yeah, we're going into the last round now, so make sure you subscribe and follow us for more content on sports, more content on boxing, more content on MMA. We're going into the last round. Shut that off. Final round. Big shot. Oh, sugar. They want to be in the center of the ring trading. Tommy Fury got knocked down. Knockdown. Tommy Fury's complaining. Fury down in round 8. Jesus. Fury seems like he's not trying to... It seems like he's trying to win this by beating him up, by having a fight. When really, he could win this by boxing. Look, who knows where that knockdown leads us now? Who knows? It was a knockdown, though. It looked like a knockdown to me. Heavy jab. One of those telegraphed, massive step-in jabs from Jake Paul. 1 minute down. Tommy is a frustrating boxer to watch in a situation like this. Hands are down, chin is out high. What the fuck? Halfway down now, halfway down in the round. I wonder what Tyson Fury would have done with Jake Paul. Just curiosity. Shout out Furiosity Energy. Okay, 1 more minute to go. One more minute to go now. 1 more minute. Oh! Tommy Fury sticking it on Jake. 55 seconds to go. Both guys are fucking shattered. You can see it. Barely can get his... Oh! Right hand from Jake there. Tommy, you know what? In a lot of ways, he's got heart. He's got heart. Because he's in there. This is both of them's best opponent. Neither of them have had a fight like this, remember. 30 seconds to go. Jake is wobbled. Uppercut from Fury. Jake's got a chin. Jake has got a really good chin. 15 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. They're just watching each other now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jake's holding on for the last seconds. This is going to be a draw. Fight's over. Fight is over. They're friends, man. They're fucking friends. Let's see what Twitter's saying as we wait for the decision, the official decision. Bear in mind, this is a Jake Paul show. People think What do you mean? Sorry. Jake, sorry, Tommy Fury's won. Sorry. Let's see. Damn, that knockdown of Tommy Fury might mean something, you know. Let's see. Listen, I want Tommy Fury to win. As I said that from way beginning, I want Tommy Fury to win. Um, people are saying, the commentators are saying Fury won it. Um, people are a bit unsure. This could be a draw. People are saying clear win for Fury. Tommy Fury won that. That was a knockdown for sure in the 8th. Yeah, agreed. Draw. Definitely possible. Damn. Let's see what the decision is. And then we'll call it a day on this stream. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been SOFA SENSEI'S on the akhi&saltfish Digital Network. You've been joined by me, Kavan. It is way past my bedtime, not going to lie. Please follow us on Instagram at SOFA SENSEI'S. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow. Fury corner seemed calm, apparently. This is a draw. I'm sick of this shit. Messy fight. Maurizio Suleiman, there in the middle of them. WBC, again. Doing WBC shit. Like creating a belt for a fight like this. Let's see. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. If you tuned in right now, I really appreciate you. Scorecard. 75-74, Jake Paul. 76-73, Fury. Ah, it's going to be a draw. Split decision winner is... Tommy Fury did it! Yeah, boy! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Come on! Double or quit! Yes, sir! Fuck that, no rematch. Fuck this. Come on! Come on! Tommy Fury won that. I want to see Jake Paul's reaction. This is why I wanted Fury to win, because I wanted to see Jake Paul's reaction. Tommy Fury's crying, boy. Tommy Fury's crying because he beat Jake Paul. Just split decision. Fucking hell, yeah. Tommy Fury had his name on his back, yeah. Had boxing on his back. The pressure. And he got knocked down. Fucking hell. What are your thoughts? Tommy Fury won. Fucking hell. Congratulations, Tommy Fury. Jake Paul lost in his own fucking card. That's how you know boxing's not corrupt. Where's your script now? Fucking hell. I don't think I'm hitting the gym tomorrow, you know. It's a bit late. Great build up, great fight. Thank you very much. He says nothing but love and respect for you, brother. Jake Paul's pissed. Tommy Fury's undefeated. Defeated Jake Paul. I think that's a perfect way to end it. This is Sofa Sensei's live on the akhi&saltfish Digital Network. You're joined by me, Kavan. Tommy Fury is crying right now, live in effect. Please follow us on Instagram at Sofa Senseis. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter, akhi&saltfish. Email us if you've got any questions, akhi&saltfish@gmail.com. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It means a lot. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. And we'll comment on the aftermath of this during our next Sofa Sensei Sunday sit down next Sunday. I've been Kavam. Take care and see you next time. Tommy Fury is crying right now in the middle of the ring. Shout out Bambi. Fuck, you know he won. See you later. Take care. Bye-bye.